Oh, the mic is on. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this, oh, and we did it again. We forgot one thing. Gotta put that in there on the phone so it doesn't make any noise. Good morning on this 03.07.2025. Current time is 0602 a.m. Eastern Time. Here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. I had a brain fart there. It's like I'm just amazed. We're right on. We're exactly on time. We started at 6 o'clock. Oh, Rich Roberts, that Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, as well as several other live streaming platforms, Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, X Live. Oh, gotta start the Facebook. Let's start the Facebook. I always forget. Are we live on the Facebook? Live video is starting. Live video is starting. You're now live. We're now live on Facebook. So we're on Facebook now. So 6 platforms that we're on. And we're good to be here. Rich Roberts, that Fireman Rich. I'm primarily over there on X. Is my mainstay on all these fine social media platforms. And let's check the X platform. And yep, we're up there. We're looking good, looking fine, and appreciate nobody there yet. But we are on X. X and Facebook they're off the beaten path here as far as chat. Any type of chat coming into the main chat here on the Rumble Studio client. And good morning, Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl is here. Thank you for being here, Tina. We're starting right on time here. And go get your coffee, girl. And it's good to be here. But this is as you can see, we're still at the other location upstairs. Okay, there you go. And as far as broadcasting, due to the fact that we were doing a little bit of a DIY renovation construction type. I don't know if it was construction, just replacing some old ceiling tiles with new ones, and it happens to be the whole freaking room, the dining room downstairs. And in one corner of the dining room, I do have my computer desk, which incidentally, we may take a tour of that. We got the phone here. We can go mobile, so we'll go down and check out the new room. Well, it's new room to us because we got a new ceiling, and as far as covering, some of the good portion of the old one was still a good ceiling, but it just had some water spots that were really getting at us, especially nagging at us as, hey, you need to update this. And so we decided to take the plunge and do a do-it-yourself project of changing out the ceiling tiles, and it's completed. So I got yesterday. We put up the trim, the old trim. We have to paint over some spots and stuff like that, but there's some nicks here and there. But all intents and purposes, it looks great, and that room is back in order to where we can sit down and have our meals now. We've been having our meals in there. We've just been moving the table around different spots of where we're not working in the room, and such. So, but it has been fun. It's been 7 days. I think we spent a total of maybe 16 hours working time. We started out 2 hours for the first couple of days, and we went 3 hours. And I think, after yesterday, probably was up maybe to 17. I got it written down as far as I just like to keep tabs how much hourly work that we did. And we had about maybe 20 tiles left over. We had some mistakes. You're always going to have mistakes, but we got it done nonetheless. And they weren't mistakes. We just did them wrong. I guess it's a mistake. But I put together the computer desk yesterday. The only thing I don't have on the computer desk is my monitor, my computer over here. keyboard and such. But this has been a portable temporary spot for me to broadcast this week. We did broadcast last night or yesterday at 6, yeah, well, it was almost last night, early evening, 6:30, of the launch of the Starship Test Flight 8, which it got off the ground, and it did the exact same thing as Test Flight 7. The what do they call the first stage there? The big rock that came down and landed and got caught. Starship Heavy, I guess you could call it, or there's a name for it. I forget. But the actual Starship, it was right in about the 8-minute mark. You could see it. It was in space, but some of its rockets didn't go and it started tumbling. So once something starts tumbling, they can't recover from that. So we'll probably see some video. I think it was the day after test flight 7 that we started seeing the debris, pictures of the debris over the Caribbean. So we'll probably be seeing that on the internet sometime today, and on the internet and such. So so I broadcast here, and then we, of course, we did the Wednesday broadcast. I could have rushed and got the computer. I said no. I said I was going to wait till the weekend. I got this set up. It was a nice change being up here, and the room really doesn't get used that much anymore, other than this room, and then there's another room across the hallway there. The my kids' bedrooms and stuff. And as far as when they come home, we got 2 bedrooms there. It's still their bedrooms. They just don't have anything on the wall. They're moved out pretty much. So, but the beds are here. And so I look at some of those streamers that broadcast in their bedrooms and stuff, and it's like, don't put the bed in the background. The bed's over. Where's the bed? Bed's over there. Over there. If I was to move the camera, you'd see it. But there's a nice little corner here for a computer, and there's a room right over there as far as that goes. So we have guests. We utilize these rooms for guest rooms also, and such. So, but for them, I don't really get up here that much and stuff. There is a side room over here that used to be a bathroom, but we took the bathroom out. We don't really need it. There's no need to have a second bathroom up here. Just but we do utilize the space. It's a junk room with access to the attic and stuff like that. So coffee is tasting good. I'm going to be sucking this down. But it feels good to start on time. I mean, I don't think it's been a long time. I started right at the top of the hour at 6. Usually it's about anywhere from, the earliest was 5 minutes after. So this is pretty good as far as an early start here, and I don't have to do any more DIY work. We're all done with that. So this is going to be more or less just a relaxed day. I could tell you my legs this week for the last week I felt it yesterday as far as the walking up and down the step ladder that we use to get up to the ceiling. It's like a 3 steps type of ladder that get a nice platform to get up there and tear down and put up new tiles as far as that goes. And they're the tiles. It's a 1 foot by 1 foot. Boom, tack them up with 5, got 2 on one side and 3 staples on the other side using a staple gun. And it went fairly well. And we first started, it's like, and I've had pictures. I just, I guess after the 3rd day, and I did a couple audios over there on Spotify for creators and posting it up after getting done with the day's work. And I just, after 3 days, it's like, okay, they know what I'm doing. I don't have to beat a dead horse, I guess, and stuff. But we'll take a little tour here in a little bit because Mrs. isn't up yet. Okay, I guess if the light comes on, that means she's up, but I think she's sleeping in. So let's see. Let's get started here because this is a whole different scenario. Like I said, broadcasting here, because usually the tabs that I have for the broadcast, that's my outline. The weather, thought for the day, National Day, the history, Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring all that up. That's what I forgot to do. Okay. Okay. We forgot to bring up our news pages here. So um, hang on for a minute. Let's go ahead and do that right now. I have a worksheet here that I can just I got the links on, so I'll just go ahead and bring them up. Uh, it'll take a minute here as far as that goes. I guess I could have still, or else I wouldn't have been on time. I wouldn't have been on at 6 o'clock. Now I'm almost done. These are the web page. I have the web pages, and these web pages are usually, yeah, these web pages are on this computer. But when we're downstairs, I usually have the outline pages like on the Surface 3, and I have that already set up downstairs. Let's see, Binghamton, and then WENY, and then my 20. Oh, let's see, my 20 penny saver. We don't really talk too much about the articles in the penny saver. 96 Kiss. Okay, so that didn't take too long. So I got the pages open. I usually have them already opened as far as that goes. Um, so there we have it. And so I got a lot of tabs open, but I think, oh, it'll work. I got a computer that can handle it, no problem. Um, okay, so our current temperature. Let's see if this works. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Our current temperature is at this time is 29 degrees. That's negative 1 degree, 1.6, negative 1.6 degrees Celsius. So we're in March. It's still winter. We still got a couple weeks before the 20th as far as that goes. And yesterday it was a little, there was a little chill in the air, even though we got up in the 40s and such. We did have a wind advisory yesterday. I don't see any wind advisory today. Cloudy skies today here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, early this morning, and then partly cloudy this afternoon. High of 42 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a little patches of ice from that's still left over out there. You can see among the brown grass on the lawn. Winds are going to be out of the west by northwest, 15 to 25 miles an hour. That's so winds could occasionally gust over 40 miles per hour. And Tina say it's windy there. Oh, okay. So we don't have a wind advisory, but it's windy, expected windy here. So I think seeing that Tina has wind, she's just indicating uh, that we might have the whole Northeast is windy. We did have a little flurries last night, and there's snow coming through. Let's see, sun will be rising this morning at 6:32, which is in about 15, 16, 17 minutes. 17 minutes as far as that goes. 6:15 right now. So sun will be rising this morning at 6 in southern tier of upstate New York at 6:32 a.m. And then to be setting, we got another minute, 6:03 p.m. So the days are getting longer. They're very noticeable now. Every day is almost a minute as far as that goes. Um, and such. And starting with our world times and temperatures, we're starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:16 a.m. this morning. Currently there, clear skies with a little cloudiness, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 4:16 a.m. currently there, 57 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, at 5:16 a.m. their local time, we have cloudy skies, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle, as I like to call it, at 6:17 a.m., cloudy skies, 35 degrees Fahrenheit. And down there in New Jersey, Tina is letting us know that It's 35 degrees Fahrenheit down in New Jersey, 41 for the high. And she says, wow, it's windy here. Yes. I'm not sure about the wind. The drapes are closed, and I'm not hearing any wind, but I did see that it's not raining. That's one thing. That's one good thing. Let's see. Continuing on across the pond to Cork, Ireland at 11:17 a.m. It's raining in Cork, Ireland at 51 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, Mangia, Mangia, Mangia in Milan, Italia at 12:17 p.m. It's lunchtime in Milan. Sunny and clear, 60 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan. Heading over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Sunny and clear there in Kuala Lumpur at 7:18 p.m. in the early evening. 89 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 8:18 p.m. in their evening. Clear skies, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And down on the great continent of Australia, the great country of Australia, and great friend and ally to the United States, Australia is. And we do appreciate it. I like saying that each and every time. Melbourne, Australia, 10:18 p.m. in the evening. Clear skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at 10:18 also, it's raining in Sydney at 71 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And let me do a check on the audio here. And yep, there we go. We're hearing the audio. See, I got the I'm monitoring it on my tablet here as far as for the Twitch the broadcast. So we do have audio audio on the. Let's see. Tina says, okay, yeah, New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey. Wow. Okay, we got wind down in New Jersey. Okay, so those are our world times and temperatures and our weather. So, like I say, each day we get closer to spring. Just like we're working towards the weekend and stuff. We're here on this what I like to call Friday Fun Day. It's going to be a fun day today because I don't have to do any work. Because yesterday was the Want to Be Friday. That's what I call Thursdays. But I've been listening to this radio station out of Towanda. Uh, it's 95.3. The Bridge. It's a classic rock, and the one DJ I've heard him say a couple times on Fridays when I do listen to him, "Fun Friday" or "Fun Friday." So it's not mine. I'm using it. I like that. I like that saying. This is fun. A Friday fun day to start the weekend. So you people that are working, you got to work, and then you can have your Friday fun day, and then we start the weekend. And we made it to the weekend, of course. And I've got a chess game. I last Friday I didn't have a chess game. After we started the project last week, and that's when we got a little tied up with our one of our first issues. I had the first 7 tiles I put up, they were orientated wrong, so I was a little discouraged by that, and I was spent. I just I gave my neighbor a call and say, hey, let's go ahead and plan it again. I need to take a break from. They said, "Oh, sure, Rich, no problem. Go ahead. That's we've been playing. We'll play next week. I'll see you in the middle of the week and stuff." And it's my neighbor lives down the street here, and and such. And down the street as we walk down the one side street here to the golf course, and his house is at the end of the road there and stuff like that. So. Well, I got a chess game today, so it's the start of my weekend at least. And so for the folks that are working, because I know our good friend Glick, who usually comes in here from Nonsensical Nonsense, just to give him a plug, the guys over there, just Google Nonsensical Nonsense, or just in the search bar, and the best one I can point to him is over on YouTube, Nonsensical Nonsense. You'll see, but he's working right now. I know that. So and our good friend Tony D, he's probably at work today too, down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, just to mention him. And but I'm retired for those folks that are watching on the replay and for the first time, and or else if you're here watching I'm a retired person. I haven't worked. Officially retired 2 years ago, next month, and so far it's been a great 2 months. I've enjoyed it. My Fridays have definitely been Friday fun days. I can tell you that. But the weekend's here, and so we'll see what happens in the weekend as far as that goes. Let's see our thought for the day. Let's get to our thought for the day. Our thought for the day comes from a gentleman. Uh, where is it here? Our thought for today comes from an American businessman, but most notably a former basketball player, not just a basketball player, one of the greatest basketball players as far as I'm concerned. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, also known by his initials MJ, is an American businessman now. I guess he has a race team that races NASCAR, and they won Daytona, I think, last year. But he played 15 seasons in the NBA, the National Basketball Association, between 1984 and 2003, winning six NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls. So, as far as I'm concerned, that man is the GOAT. He is the GOAT as far as that goes. Greatest of all times. And, some will say LeBron is. Okay, LeBron is a great player. But for me, Jordan will always be the great um, player as far as some of the stuff he did back in the day. So his quote, and it's a sports related one, and it's similar to the one I said yesterday from another sports entity, and that was Wayne Gretzky, who's from hockey. So, but let's go ahead and see what this is a quote from Michael Jordan. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeeded. That just sends a shiver up my spine. Here's a man who I just said, for me, is the greatest basketball player. He's talking about failure and how that has enabled him to be successful. I mean, that is monstrous as far as that goes. Let me read that again. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeeded. Michael Jordan. That blows my mind. I mean, that's inspirational. I mean, you just say he won all those championships. How could he say he failed? Well, Michael Jordan's quote emphasizes that embracing and learning from failures, and that's exactly what he did, rather than the fear of them, is the key to achieving success. Now, yesterday we had a quote from Wayne Gretzky that I talked about on the Fireman Rich audio podcast over on Spotify for Creators, and I also posted that up. I post a thought for the day every day over there on X and on some other platforms too. But Wayne Gretzky's quote yesterday was, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." He said it a little bit shorter than what Michael Jordan said, but Michael Jordan emphasizing the fact of, look at, I've missed all these shots. I've missed lost all these games and stuff. But Jordan's hard-won mastery is both an inspiration and lesson in the power of failure. Both good ones, yes. They're great ones, Tina. Especially this one with Jordan. I mean, here's a great basketball player. So failure can be um, something that you need to be successful. As far as that goes, you need it to learn from. So don't fear failure. Do not fear failure. You only get stronger with failure. We all fail in one thing or the other, but as long as we're moving forward, that's the key. Moving forward and eventually becoming successful. That is the goal. And we thank Michael Jordan. God bless you, sir. What a basketball player, though. God, he was always. You knew you were going to get a great game when he was playing. I mean, he had some last second shots that he won the game, and he was the only one that could have put that shot up. So thank you, Michael Jordan. Okay, let's see. Our national day today, we have several of them. We have, let's see, National Speech and Debate Education Day. I don't like the word debate. I don't like arguments, and so if you like the debate, I like having a conversation. Let's see, National Dress in Blue Day. What's Dress in Blue Day? I'm curious. What's that for? Oh, it's to encourage everyone to learn about the cause of colon cancer and raise awareness by wearing blue. I'm wearing red. It's Red Friday. Actually, I wore this is a T-shirt I wore yesterday. I sleep in the T-shirt I wear that particular day. So it's a Red Friday. It's just like this. This room has red. No coincidence. Okay. Um, what's it? It's something in my eye here. Huh. Um, so colon cancer, very important to be aware of. Let's see here. Let's get back on track of these. That's not the one I'm selecting. We got National Hospitality Day. Be hospitable. I'm not in the business. Here's a good one. National Tartar Sauce Day. Who doesn't like tartar sauce? As far as for seafood and stuff. But we're going to go with this one. And it's primarily usually this time because Mardi Gras. Now, I'm not going with tartar sauce, Tina. I'm not going. I'm going to go with National Flapjack Day. Hashtag National Flapjack Day. We're getting ready with Passover and all that. So why not? There's a Catholic thing on Fridays. You don't eat meat after Ash Friday until Easter or something like that. I was raised Catholic. I remember that to a little degree, but so today is National Flapjack Day. March 7th delivers National Flapjack Day with piping hot flavors and goodness. The day honors the sturdy, wholesome cakes we've been cooking up for generations, recipes handed down from grandmother to grandson and mother to daughter, continues to bring smiles to families all across the country. And I can remember the missus made pancakes last week. They were pretty good. Hashtag National Flapjack Day. Flapjacks were a staple of the pioneers pursuing new lives on the frontier. Packed with nutrition and energy, flapjacks provided the fuel they needed to withstand the often an arduous trail. So stack them up and have at it. Put some syrup, put some fruit on them, put some whipped cream on them, and indulge. So today is National Flapjack Day. And the Friday, I guess every Friday now until Easter on the Catholic side, you're not supposed to eat meat. I still eat meat. Okay. I'm not a practicing Catholic as far as that goes. So I'm eating protein pancakes and poached eggs. Yeah. I don't get into the poached egg. I like the only my the eggs that I like eggs in an omelet or scrambled. I don't like the poached or the sunny side up, or I'll eat a hard boiled egg and I'll eat deviled eggs, but as far as on the cold side, but I just like scrambled eggs. I don't like the yolk things. It's just I'm not into that yolk thing. And poached eggs. The missus she likes eggs Benedict. She loves like eggs Benedict and stuff. That's one of her favorite breakfasts. And as far as that goes. I love soft yolks over pancakes. Oh, okay. There you go. There's another. I've never heard that one. That I could see that's a breakfast. I could see how that's a breakfast. And you got your eggs and bacon, or your eggs and pancakes. Hopefully, or maybe some bacon and sausage on the side there. We go out to breakfast. I always get a either a Western omelet or a farmer's omelet. And what's the difference? A farmer's omelet has a couple more items in it. That's it. But I like a ham and cheese omelet as far as that goes. So I like the omelets. Omelets are good. But pancakes are great too. I love pancakes. I think I enjoy pancakes. I didn't really like them too much as a kid. Yeah, you do too, Tina. Tina likes pancakes. When I was a kid, I thought pancakes was poor person's food. I hate saying that. I just but um, because I was just like, oh, I'd rather have some cereal or something like that. And my mother said, nope, you're gonna have pancakes and stuff. Cereal always tasted better for me and stuff. But I grew to appreciate pancakes, I guess, once I was in the service. And Jared, hey, good morning. How are you doing? We're doing good, Jared. We're doing good, and that's funny. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they like pancakes. Uh, Now they're more expensive than any than cereal almost. Hey, good morning, Jared. Thank you. We're doing good. We're getting our day started here in southern tier of upstate New York, and I hope you're doing well also. And glad to have you coming in from the YouTube side. And we're here in a temporary setting right now. Today, I don't know if you know, I've relocated the computer to do this week's broadcasts. Well, Wednesdays and this week's broadcast, and one of the audio podcasts here because we're doing some DIY construction project down there in the dining room, renovating the ceiling, making it a little bit more spiffy. I would say. I would say it's spiffy. It's not perfect, but it's spiffy. It's nice. It's a big vast improvement. Both me and my missus agree on that stuff. So. Yesterday, I did do the audio podcast over there on Spotify for creators. And one of the things we do here for this broadcast, the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday today broadcast for the morning coffee, we repurpose the audio over there on Spotify for creators in an audio pod. And I do notice people do, there's some clicks on it, so there's some people that listen to it. So I'm still doing it. So that's it's an added plus for me as far as to get content out there, and it doesn't take that much. It just basically downloading this episode and taking the recording and uploading it over to Spotify. But yesterday, the interesting article that I presented during it's a 30-40 minute. It's a mini version of what I go through here with the good morning with the coffee, the weather, the thought for the day, the national day, the history, and all that as far as that goes. And so it's about 35-45 minutes, mostly right around the 35-minute. But yes, I always present, I don't do the news articles. I give one interesting story or interesting item. And in this case, we had a story about, I guess it was last month. It was the 250th anniversary of the first battle of the American Revolution, but it ended in a standoff. And most people would think Concord was the first battle, but actually the first battle took place February 26, 1775, 250 years ago, last month. The British led a raid into the town of Salem, Massachusetts, to try and seize cannons that were stored in a makeshift armory. But there was a standoff. No shots were. They negotiated, and they allowed the British to march a little bit into the village and then march out, but not go into any. And because they didn't want to have any shooting. Well, lo and behold, it was after that they marched on Concord, and in Concord, that was a shot that was heard around the world. The birth of a new nation basically started, as far as that goes. So that's what we had over there on Spotify for creators, on the Fireman Rich audio podcast, which I do the Tuesday and Thursday of the week. Now, next Tuesday will be a Mixcloud because every other Tuesday I do I present 8 songs and I use the Mixcloud broadcast platform to do the Tioga radio show, and most of most of the music is rock and roll, classic rock and roll and stuff like that. So it gives me a chance to play the hashtag want to be radio DJ. I have fun with that. I've been doing that for a number of years. Let's see. We do have. How are we doing on time here? Okay, 37 minutes. And what time is it? Oh wow, we're way ahead. We're way. This is one of the things when you start early. it's it's you don't realize, as far as I think. Okay, I can hear the light didn't come on, but I can hear the TV on downstairs. So the missus has woken up, gotten her coffee, and she's watching the news downstairs. So let's see. Uh, let's go to Fox 40. Let's see if I can bring up the 100 years ago today from Roger Luther. We'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, well, how's this working here? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and present Roger Luther. We'll listen to Roger Luther for 100 years ago today and see what happened. See if we have those shenanigans going on with the kids as far as that goes. And okay, let's see. We got it. Captain Rehab. Hey, how you doing, my friend? Captain Rehab is in the house. Yeah, we're done with the project. This is I have my. We're gonna go down at the computer desk. As far as that goes, so we'll get the history, and then we'll take a trip down. And good morning. Thank you. Yeah, we're done with the probing. And Tina saying good morning to Captain Rehab. And but glad to have you here, Captain Rehab, coming in from the city of brotherly love. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to do 100 years ago and see what happens with this. Okay, folks. So let's enjoy. Let's see what Roger has to say.
100 years ago today, following the recent smallpox outbreak in Johnson City, health officials are investigating the results of compulsory vaccination in schools. Only 5 cases of smallpox developed in Binghamton, where vaccination in the schools is compulsory, while more than 100 developed in Johnson City, where vaccination is not compulsory. A 16-year-old Endicott boy pleaded guilty in court yesterday for stealing a pair of shoes from the Endicott Johnson Corporation. And finally, thieves broke into a grocery store on Riverside Drive in Johnson City last night. He got away with several cigars and cigarettes. Police believe it's the work of young boys. That was the news, March 5th, 1925.
Oh, those young boys are at it again. The young boys are stealing cigars and cigarettes. Let's see what happened here. There we go. That is so funny. We're just talking about that. It seems like they had a little bit of the outbreak there with the smallpox. That's not a good thing, but and a 16-year-old Endicott boy pleaded guilty in court, stealing a pair of shoes from the Endicott Johnson Corporation. Endicott John, that's a shoe company. He stole it. If I'm surprised Mr. Johnson didn't say, just give the kid the shoes. And then just that final one, the grocery store, Riverside Drive in Johnson City. I wonder what the name of the grocery store was. It's probably not there, but the building is probably there. I would be surprised. Got away with several cigars and cigarettes, and those young boys are at it again, huh, Tina? Yeah, lots of laughs. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Okay, that's 100 years ago today, and it never ceases to amaze me. That's a nice segment there and stuff. Let's see. Continuing on with the history, happy birthday to musician and singer-songwriter David Gilmour, who turned 79 years old today. In a career spanning more than 50 years, he is best known for his work as a guitarist and co-lead vocalist of the progressive rock band Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. They're like my second best. I love Kansas, but Pink Floyd is probably my second best band. They're great. The music was ahead of its time. It's estimated that by 2012, the group had sold over 250 million records worldwide. Rolling Stone magazine ranked him number 14 on the list of the greatest guitarists of all time. Now, I think the greatest guitarist now is Joe Bonamassa, but I don't think he's the greatest of all time, but he's a great. Let's see, 1834, the city of Toronto was incorporated, and then in 1957, Israel troops withdraw from the Sinai Peninsula. And is this for today? Oh no, this is for yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy birthday yesterday. What happened? Oh, that was from yesterday. That's not today's. Okay. I'm just gonna say I saw one of the things there that it's like I talked about that yesterday on the audio podcast. Okay, let's go over to the AP side. This is on this day in 1876. We had Alexander Graham Bell received a U.S. patent for the telephone. And back in 1936 is when Hitler ordered his troops to march into Rhineland, which they had to give up after World War I, thereby breaking the Treaty of Versailles and other treaties. In 1975, the U.S. Senate reversed its filibuster rule, allowing 60 senators to limit debate in most cases instead of previously required 2/3 of the Senate present. And let's see, what else do we have? It was a 2010 filmmaker, Catherine Bigelow, became the first woman to win an Academy Award for Best Director, taking the prize for directing the film The Hurt Locker. I have not seen that movie. I got to see that movie. That one has slipped through. I've heard that's supposed to be a really good movie. It's about a EOD, explosive ordnance disposal person that is over there in the Middle East during the war. And that's it for history. So let's see, what are we doing on time here? Do we have time to? Yeah, we got time. Let me go down. Let me get this unhooked. And we're going to go mobile with the phone. So let me get this set up. Let me make sure it's a distance away so you don't see my nostril hairs here. Let's see. We'll go ahead and okay, there we are. And let's go ahead and go with the audio. Are we on the audio? Yep. Okay. We're on the audio. We're on the audio. Testing. Okay. All right. So let me take this off. What fell down? Something fell down. Okay, it's over there. Let me put that right there. Okay, we're still good. Let's see, we got some comments. And Captain Rehab. Am I high? No, you're not high. Double Rich, am I high? No, it's not Captain Rehab. It's just me. It's just me. Okay, let's see. Put that back a little bit here. Okay. Okay, so we can let's go ahead and yeah, just to give you an idea of what my setup is. Face, lots of laugh. Yeah, there's my face. Just to give you a shot of how my setup is. This is, there's my setup right there. With the computer chair. So that's where we're at right there. So it's not as extensive. It's cleaner. Okay. It's cleaner, but there we go. It's a lot cleaner, but let's go ahead and go downstairs. It's going to be a little shaky here. So, and we're coming down, and there's the missus. Good morning. Morning, everybody. We're in the living room right now. The missus is watching some TV, and she says good morning. How we doing? All right. Sleep good? I think so. Okay. She slept good. Okay, then there's Jack. We already took care of Jack. So here we are in the dining room. And let me switch. Was that a note on the desk that said Captain Rehab is #1? Yeah, if you think so. And Captain Rehab says good morning. Good morning, Captain Rehab. There you go, Captain Rehab. You're gaining favor with the missus. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the camera here, Shark. What's that? I get his sense of humor. Oh, she gets your sense of humor, Captain Rehab, okay? Reminds me of her brother. Oh, you remind her of her older brother. Well, okay, I could see that. Yeah, okay, I could see that. Okay, here's the new room, the dining room. Okay, so you can see there's the new ceiling. That one tile right there, it shows up on the camera as dark, but it looks. Let me turn the light on. Okay, it's just a shadow. So there's the new tiles that we put up. It's all done by me and the missus.
Mostly you.
No, we all did it. As far as that goes. And Tina says nice, and Captain C, wow, that's very nice. Yeah, I think we impressed ourselves as far as. And there's the computer desk right over here. That's a mess. It's still a mess, but and there's a TV, but it's a controlled mess, as you can see. And the only thing it's missing is the but that was over here in the middle with a big tarp and stuff. But there's the work as we go around, and let me bring it back over here. Let's see if there's any birds at the bird feeder. Yep, we got a few sparrows. And you can see it's cloudy out. You don't have any patches of snow over there, and I think all the snow for the most part is gone over here. So, but there's the new tiles, and that's how it looks going that way. And there's our clock, where right now it's currently 31 degrees, and we got 67 in the house. So, but this is how it looks from the other side, and that's the pass through. But all this stuff, all this junk. There's the computer desk. That was a big mess right there. I just missing the computer. The computer goes right over there as far as that goes. And I just have to bring it down today. And I have that box right there. That's an old XP. And there's my other boxes there that I work off of. That the one on the right there, it doesn't work anymore. But the one on the left is my old. But so we got everything in order. We're back in order as far as that goes. We got a little paint thing, but that, for all intents and purposes, that doesn't even register. That's old molding and stuff like that. We can always come back. But the main thing is there's used to be a whole bunch of water spots right in here. There's either from the side over here for the roof, and the bathroom was up there, and we had a couple incidents where it overflowed, but there was water spots there before it came in. But this half of the thing was really good before, but they were a plain white, but you can see that's the type of tile that we had up there, and even working around the light worked pretty good. The thing is on the light, let's see, what's the comment say? Oh my God, an HP tower computer. Yeah, I had an HP. Yeah, it's an XP. It's XP. That's its operating. I think I just saw Bigfoot. Fresh and clean, Tina says. Oh my, I didn't realize the computer desk was also Rich's man. Yeah, that's my man cave. You can say that, Captain Rehab. So that gives you an idea of the work and stuff like that. So I'm pretty proud of it and stuff. I extended my limit as far as doing that, and had the help of the missus as far as that goes. So there we are, and I'll be back. We'll be back at that spot Monday. Captain Rehab calls that my man cave.
Okay, we'll call it a cave.
We'll call it a cave.
We'll be nice and just call it a cave. Yeah.
She calls it the big mess. Okay, we're gonna go back upstairs to let's see, back up here to the computer. Well, we'll be back there Monday as far as that goes. So it's been fun being up here, but man, I gotta go up those stairs. I gotta get a cup of coffee. I gotta go back down those stairs for a break. And let's see. Let's get this this back up here. Okay, there we are. We're back at the computer desk. You don't have to see my big head. Let me put this down here. We're still on the microphone on the phone, so I can put up that as far as that goes. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and turn on the mic. Okay, turn that off. And we should be back. We're back. How's our audio? And we should be back. Okay, let's check the comments. Okay, we're okay. Thank you, Captain. Oh, thank you, Tina. So that was fun, huh? Took a little field trip there to look at the new dining. So you guys are the first to see it. As far as I didn't take any pictures, didn't post any pictures, and I tell you one thing though, it will be nice to get back down there broadcasting because this has been good. It's good to know that I have a space where I can, if I have to go temporarily for one thing or the other, I can operate off of. It's just because I've been down there broadcasting for a number of years. I mean, all through HAPS, before HAPS. Okay, that's usually where since we moved here 30 years ago, that's been my corner basically, as far as I think we've had two computer desks prior to that one, smaller ones, probably as small as the table I showed you here. And as far as that goes, and but I think it's the work that we did, it paid off. There's some nicks here and there, but that doesn't even register. It just like let's see. Yep, that's where that person was on HAPS there. Now you entertain watching her on Cantina, right, Captain Rehab? Do you still go over to Cantina, Captain Rehab? And stuff. I never got into that. Yes, you do. Yes, Captain. Not that often. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Haps was good. We always bring up Haps. Haps is, you gotta, it's always nice to look back. It was nice. We had we did have some moments, especially with that one individual there. And I don't think things have changed with that person. People like that, they don't change, as well as other blowhards that are that broadcast. And I wish them well, but like I said, I don't. It just I think I'm a broadcaster where you got to have a little bit of etiquette and stuff like that. You have to have. You can't. Well, of course, you can't demean anybody and that and this and stuff like that. And that's what's just to brush on the news, and then we're going to go on a break here. The thing that, and I posted up on my X page Um, the fact that during the president's speech this past Tuesday night, the Democrats say they've lost their humanity, in a manner of speaking, according to Piers Morgan, who talked about it. And I put up an audio piece yesterday. I'm doing this every week now over on Spotify for creators, but it's also over there on. The link is over on at Fireman Rich, and that's Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly. I know a lot of people despise them, and they probably hate them as much as they hate President Trump. But they have some good insight, because if you didn't know who they were, you would look at what they're saying and say, "Oh, wow, that's correct." But um, every Wednesday on Sean Hannity's radio talk show in the afternoon, I listen to it sometimes, not as much as I used to. Sean Hannity has Bill O'Reilly, who I watch a couple times a week, I guess, to find out what he's doing, because he has a great insight. He loves history, and you could tell it by his books. He has a whole series of books, and they're all historical, factual, and stuff like that. But they talk about how the legacy media is dead, and it is dead. There's no real journalism, really, because especially after you look at this past Tuesday, um, uh, and I tagged their little bit. They get together for 15 minutes each week on a Wednesday, and they talked about the speech on Tuesday night. It wasn't a State of the Union because President Trump just came into office, so it's speaking on the nation, a joint session of Congress. He's speaking, the president. But the soulless people, and the soulless people are those people that sat on the Democratic side where they could not even stand up and clap for a 13-year-old. The congressman that they tossed out during that, I forget his name. I don't want to. It was a black gentleman, congressman. That it's obvious he hates Trump, but this is a congressman that represent the same area that this 13-year-old that has brain cancer had several operations. He couldn't even stand up to clap for him, because the way they look at it, oh, they're just a political. No, it's a good story. It's a good American story, and that's what's really sad, that the Democratic Party, liberal Democratic, progressive Democratic Party, can't even take a time out and clap and say to recognize those great Americans that their stories were being told. Now, the flip side is Republicans have stood up. Of course, they've done their antics and stuff like that. John Fetterman condemned yeah, I saw that, Captain Rehab. I really like. He's a Democrat I like. Okay, I think and he's spot on. So he's looking through it with a clear lens and stuff like that, and because he sees the problems for that party, it's going to implode, or it is imploded. So my hat is off to Senator John Fetterman. I thought he was a little bit of a knucklehead and clown when he first came on, but I tell you, Pennsylvania has a good senator. Okay, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, because he's one that, okay, we have our differences, but we can work together and stuff like that. So I saw that. That was pretty inspiring, Captain Rehab. So and that's what I'm talking about. These other Democrats, especially the one that stood up and he got censored yesterday, and then they had a singing chorus in the well of the halls of Congress and stuff. Yes, he wears shorts and hoodie and to everything. I don't care now. After his statement and what he said, that tells the genuine. That's where appearances. He has character. Was it Martin Luther King always says, "Judge." I don't like judging, but you size up a person by the content of their character, and he has great content for his character, and that condemning what he did, because they just sat there. You can't stand up and clap for families that have lost loved ones. You can't stand up for a family that lost their loved ones when we were doing that atrocious retreat from Afghanistan. that's it. It's just mind-boggling, and they just sat there. And there's Senator Warren, of course. President Trump called her something else. I won't say that, but she's just sitting there on her phone until she heard her name. Then she's going, oh, like a freaking seal, trained seal. And Nancy Pelosi, there she's just grinding her mouth around, and she wanted to rip up. Remember when she ripped up the speech on the? So it just they're not doing their constituents. They're supposed to represent their constituents, both Republican, Democrat, and they're but they don't. They can, they all those people that sat during that on that side. I almost want. I hate saying this, but I almost say it's un-American. It really is, because you're there. And I'm always against hate. Hate should be reserved for the most atrocious, most dangerous people. And the only people I can think of right now are terrorists. Captain. Yeah, that's the name. I agree. I don't care what he wears. I don't either. I'm just catching up on the comments here. Yes, he wears. Rich, want to hear a joke? Make sure it's clean, my friend. You know the rule. You can put it up there, whether I say it or not. That's another thing. But go ahead and say it. Then we got to go to break. I got to get. My coffee's empty here. What's the joke? You're going to tell me a joke? Let's see. I'm not going to say that one. No, that's right. It's just across the line that I don't want to say that, Captain Rehab, but I can. That's a good one. I like that. I got to let the missus know about that one. For those people, you're going to have to go to Twitch, because I'm not going to recite that. It's just that's Captain Rehab and stuff. Full disclosure. I don't take responsibility for Captain Rehab's. I have to have a disclaimer. Captain Rehab disclaimer. There we go. I'll now make an exit. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you. Smiling ears. Yeah. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and that's a good one, Captain. That's one of your better ones. I could laugh at that. I can't say it. Okay, I have to draw a line. That's just the way I am. It's now, if I was on a nighttime broadcast, I probably would say it, because I'd just be on Rumble only and stuff. I can't say that across the. That is funny. I like that one. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, and what is it? Get my coffee. I don't have any more coffee, so we'll come back here and we'll do a second half of the broadcast here on Friday. So just hang out, and I'll be right back. What we're doing? Oh, bubblegum ball game. Okay, we're back. Wasn't a smooth transition on the um, music there, but we are back. We're back here. Let's check the audio. I can see the green light on the. Let's see what my sound is. Yeah, we're back. Okay, so this is got good audio with this microphone. I'm pretty happy with it. We are back here. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here for the second half of the Friday morning coffee for March 7th, 2025. And welcome everybody here. Glad to have you here. We had a good first hour there. And Captain Rehab, if you're still here, the missus liked the joke. she la- she laughed, and I says, Captain Rehab bought a new Jeep, and she goes, "Why?" And then I told her why. And she said, "Oh, we got the second cup of the day here, and as far as that goes, and oh, that door got opened. That's the second bedroom over there. Hang on for a minute, folks." Okay, we're back. The missus, she had to get something out of the room there and stuff. So, um, but we are back here, and we're glad to be here. We made it to the weekend on this Friday, and we're having fun here at our temporary location where this is the last day we're going to be broadcasting here. We'll broadcast this past Wednesday and today due to construction work. And if you just get joining us, you have to watch the first half. I did a little tour there just before going on break of the new digs down there downstairs in the dining room, as far as the new ceiling that we me and the missus were able to install. And let's see here. We're on Rumble Studios. We're broadcasting in the Rumble, where we have one person on Rumble, one person on local, two on YouTube. Jared's over there. We saw Jared. He's holding the fort down there on YouTube. One on Twitch, Captain Rehab, if he's still here. Over on X, how many people do we have on X? Let me see, because they've been fast. Last night I broadcast, like I said, the launching of the Starship. Oh my! We had 35 viewers yesterday on that broadcast. This morning we only have one person on the morning coffee on X this morning. But last night it just freaked me out. It's like, holy crap! There's like it started out at 26 and it got up to 35 viewers over there. So X is great. I like doing X live through Rumble Studios. I wish their numbers would show up because in the client here that I'm looking at, there is a place for X as far as that goes, the X connection. And there it is. So we can go there. I wonder, what if I click on that one? Does it? No, okay. The RTMP where we have YouTube. We're also on our Facebook. We're on the Facebook. And go ahead and refresh that. So, which we can, and no comments, but we're on Facebook. Okay, so that green light shows up, it reflects back. That's a green light here. Let's see how that works. Does that wipe me out? Well, that's not too bad. Let's see. Let's see. That's not too bad. That's a little bit better. I should have played. There's a stand here with three lights. I did have a light over here, but that's back on the computer desk. So I want to say thank you for, appreciate the views for the people that are watching thus far. Greatly appreciate that. Got that reflection. There we go. We'll go like that. And thus far, and the people that are listening so far, thank you. As we start the second half here, we're going to go look at some news here in the local area. Let's see what we have over there on Fox 40. We have anything of interest? Local favorite bakery receives prestigious New York State honor. What's that all about? Let's see. Oh, the Rizzio's. Let's see what this is about. This is a bakery in Binghamton. Let's go ahead and we'll bring this one up and listen to this one. Let me get the situation here. Turn off the banner. Go to present. And we'll share it. And okay, there it is. Let me bring my camera down. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to see what this one's all about here. And
Assemblywoman Donna Lupardo joined with Lorenzo Bakery in Binghamton earlier today to announce the local business has been placed on the New York State Historic Business Preservation Registry. The state HBPR program honors local businesses that have contributed to a community's history and recognizes historic businesses. To become part of this registry, a business must be in operation for at least 50 years and be nominated by a state elected official. First opening back in 1904, the bakery is now featured on the program's interactive online map as a place of importance for out-of-town visitors.
We're proud to hopefully carry this business on for another 120 years. Our grandfather brought this business from just down the street up to the current location where it's at, and my father and his three brothers took it as far as they can. May of last year, my sister had this great idea. Let's keep this business going. So what the heck, let's try it.
A place like this has importance not only for Binghamton, but for the region and, of course, for the state.
Assemblywoman Donna Lupardo.
now here's something. Assemblywoman Donna Lupardo. She's a great woman. She's a Democrat, and I like her. And I think I voted for her a few times, as far as that goes, because I didn't like the Republican, I guess, but she's the one that nominated the bakery, and I think that's a good story, good human interest story as far as a local bakery. And I don't think I've ever gotten anything from that bakery before. There's a couple other Binghamton bakeries who they make some good breads, but I can't recall ever getting something from that bakery. So good local news story there. Just let's see what else we did. 100 years. Okay, so that's all for there. Let's see what do we got on the whale, or no, the WNBF or WEBO, I should say. And there's nothing really. Let's see. Not seeing anything. And there's nothing on WEBO. Let me check their Facebook. Let me check their Facebook here. They got a Facebook page that, let's see, they got anything doing that. Battle for the Bravest charity hockey game that's highlighting. Yeah, nothing really of interest there. So let's see, WNBF. And I'm not seeing any articles on WNBF that's really eye-popping, basically. That's what we're looking for. Oh, here we go. We talked about Rizzo's bakery. This is their sign. This is their sign. This will be interesting. As far as there's a sign for the bakery we just talked about. It's on WEB or WNBF. Again, no affiliation with WNBF. Talking about the bakery, we just saw a video clip from Fox 40. But that's their sign. They took one of their old trucks. They put it up there. You know, now that I've seen that truck, I think we've had their breads. Their breads are pretty decent. I forgot about that. While the basic mission of the Rizzio Bakery and Deli in Binghamton hasn't changed much since the company was founded back in 1904, there is one thing that is different now than in the past. The tons of flour the bakery needs to produce its classic Italian bread. Yeah, I've had their Italian bread. Great Italian bread. Okay. Um, and no longer is it hauled in 100-pound bag sacks from railroad cars across Henry Street. The flour is delivered now every 6 to 8 weeks in a food liner tanker truck that travels from Albany, and they gauge it in there and stuff like that. So pretty neat stuff there. So that's a neat sign as far as that goes. What do we have here? Yeah, there's a sign, but here's the article. That's the truck delivering the flour to the bakery, and that's how they connect it. That's almost like a fire hose connection, quick disconnect. And those are Stacy Root and her father, Carmen De Ruzio, in the family bakery back on March 5th. Well, that's just last week. So the owner's still there. He's still, look at it. He still gets into the work. And there's what's that? That's a production of the bakery. That's what makes the Italian bread, I take it. So, we got a thing from Bob Joseph. Let's go ahead and watch that. Let's see. Is this lined up? Let's see. Yeah, that's lined up. Okay, let's go ahead and.
This is Dorenzo Brothers Bakery in Binghamton. And, they go through a lot of flour over the course of a day or a week or a year. And they don't get flour the old-fashioned way in 5 or 10-pound bags. It's delivered. It's delivered about every 10 weeks. They'll tell me about this process. You're in the process of delivering, 10,000 pounds of flour?
No, this trailer is loaded with 50,000 pounds.
50,000 pounds of flour.
Pounds.
That's
yes.
A lot of flour.
Yep, we build pressure in it. It's just like putting pressure in it, and the pressure pushes the flour out the bottom. Have to keep it under certain parameters to keep everybody happy.
Let's take a closer look at this. What do you call it? A tanker?
Yes.
Well.
Yep, tanker. If you can hear, you start hearing a vibration. There's air that pushes the flour up underneath. You start to hear it going empty versus full. Once it starts getting louder, I know the inside is getting empty. We'll shut this valve off and go to the last valve. And as we saw over there, you can see a little flour flowing through the sight glass. Makes life easy.
It's incredible. I had no idea. Should have had an idea. I just had no idea. This takes about 2 hours to offload?
Depending per customer, loads unloading can go from an hour and 10 minutes to up to 4 hours, depending on how much pressure and actually how far the tank is to where they hold the tank inside. If it's a very long, what they call a push, it just chews up time. So you just got to be careful in what you do.
Bill, thanks for giving us a little overview.
Will do.
Wish you a great trip back to Albany, and maybe we'll see you back here in Binghamton in 10 weeks.
Sounds good to me. I always like you here.
And that's the story from Dorenzo Brothers here in downtown Binghamton. Yep. Time to deliver the flour.
Time to deliver the flour. Wow. Thank you, Bob Joseph from WNBF. We get some interesting stuff from Bob. Thank you, Bob. That's great, and greatly appreciate that. That was a good article. That's a good piece there. So it gives you an idea. The bakery, I've had their Italian bread. The Italian bread is fantastic. I just didn't recognize well, I didn't recognize the name. Sounded familiar. It's just like after seeing the truck, it's like, oh yeah, we've had that before. And as far as that goes, so okay, what else we got on WNBF? Let's see. That's about it for there. Let's see, Channel 12 News. What do we have on Channel 12 News? Anything? Oh, we got a fire at a senior. Is there a video on this? No. That's I don't like that one, so we're not going to do that one. Not seeing anything. Oh, they talk about. Well, let's continue. They got a story about Lorenzo's bakery. So it's all about the bakery this in the news. So go ahead and go to this one. This is on channel 12, CBS affiliate, and let's get another perspective as far as that goes with the historical significance of the bakery now. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this up and start it.
Brothers Bakery has been a staple in Binghamton for over 120 years. 12 News' Keith Savage spoke with owners about an honor they received on Thursday that will forever cement them in history.
I didn't do it to get rich. I just did it to keep the family business going.
Assemblywoman Donna Lupardo announced that the Renzo's Brothers Bakery has been placed on the New York State Historic Business Preservation Registry. Not long ago, the bakery that has been passed down from generations since 1904 was close to shutting down. Stacy Rue convinced her brother Chris Lorenzo's to keep the family business going.
My sister saying the door is going to close or we got to do this. So at that point, looking at my father in the face at 80 years old, it's like I didn't have much of a choice.
Carmen Lorenzo took ownership in the 80s with numerous relatives, but because of the dedication he has shown throughout the decades, his children are continuing the legacy.
Seeing how hard he works, his determination, he's the hardest worker I've ever met. If he didn't start it, I would never have known what the future could hold for us.
The bakery and deli that has been located at Henry Street since its opening has had a strong tie with the local community, with the business appreciating everything that they have done.
The Southern Tier community has kept this family going, for 120 years. And, it's kind of crazy anymore with the rate of businesses closing that, we are lucky enough to still be here, have the support of the community. We wouldn't be here without the Southern Tier community.
Lorenzo said that they hope to expand in the future. Keith Savage, 12 News, Broome County.
So we're covering all bases here on the story of the Lorenzo bakery and stuff. They received their award, historical recognition award, and that's pretty cool. So let's see. It's WBNG there. Their perspective on it. So that's a good story. I like that. That's a good story. Let me see about this one. This is about the fire day. Let's see. Crews responded to a fire. Let's see if this is just. I'm just spot checking this video, and it's just one of the news. Crews battling a fire in Binghamton. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and show this one here. I guess. Let's go ahead and show this one. This is crews respond to a fire in Binghamton Senior Living Center. So we'll go ahead and bring this up and see what they have to say about it.
This is 12 News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining 12 News at 11. I am Atreya Maneshni. We begin in Broome County where crews battled a fire in Binghamton earlier tonight. That fire was located on Exchange Street in downtown at the Woodburn Court 1 building. You're looking at the state of the scene just before 10 p.m. A 12 News crew on scene says Binghamton Fire, Police, and EMS all responded to the scene. Stay with 12 News as we work to learn more.
So it looks like a fire in a multi-story building. It probably was contained to one unit. Probably a cooking fire, maybe, if that. Let me see if I find anything else on the on this particular fire. Let me see. Look at this. Crews responding to fire. Let's see what the Google has to say about it, if there's any updates. I'm just checking for updates. WBNG. Oh, let's go with news. No. Just the just what I just showed you there. So that's the only news we have on that. Um, so let's go back to channel 12. What else we have? And we are not seeing. I'm not seeing anything else. And so let's go to the whale. Let's see the whale. What's this about Canada wanting to make upstate New York feel the pain? That's not a good article. I'm gonna stay away from that article. Okay, so there's nothing on the whale. Let's see, channel 34. What do we have here? Nothing. Got another article about the bakery, but I think yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do this one. Another one about the bakery. It seems like that's the only news here. The news to present is covering the bakery here.
Bakery that was recently taken over by its fourth generation is receiving a prestigious New York State designation. Assemblywoman Donna Lupardo visited DiRenzo Brothers Bakery to announce that the 120-year-old establishment has been named to the State Historic Business Preservation Registry. The registry recognizes businesses that are at least 50 years old and have made a significant cultural contribution to their community. The bakery was founded by Italian immigrant Gaetano di Rienzo in 1904 and still uses the same Italian bread recipe. His grandsons Luigi, Felice, Carmen, and Anthony added a deli to the Henry Street location in the early 1980s. Now, Carmen's children, Stacy Root and Chris Di Rienzo, are helping their father run the business. Chris says that in addition to the classic Italian breads and rolls, they're planning to add new styles like brioche, sourdough, and ciabatta breads.
We're hoping to continue with that local community. This bread is all made right here, right in Binghamton, New York. We try to keep as many products right here in Binghamton, New York. And every loaf is made with love.
Di Rienzo says all of their breads are made and delivered fresh with just a few ingredients and that they can custom make bread products requested by local restaurants. The deli has also become famous locally for its year-round Friday fish fry, which becomes even more popular during Lent. But Chris says it all was the result of a mistake. His Uncle Louis ordered rotisserie ovens in the 80s to start selling chicken out of the deli, but the restaurant supply company delivered fryers instead, and thus the fried fish business was born. Warning, the deli closes at 5:30 on Fridays and has been known to run out of fish before then.
So there we are, the bakery, another story. Hey, Big Juice, how we doing? How we doing, my friend? How you doing, Steve? Coming in from Ohio. How we doing? That's the bread. All the articles so far are about the bakery. That's the big news, I guess. They got on the historical registry. This bakery's been in business well over 100 years, and they make some good Italian bread. I can say that it is a good bakery, and the such there. So seems like there's nothing else in the news here as far as. Let's see. Let's give one more check on. Oh, okay. Let's see. No, that's okay. That's the Starship talking about the latest of X not making it. So there's that. Let's go to WENY. And I am not seeing anything on WENY also. Okay. Let's see. My Twin Tears. That's out of Elmira also. Let's see. Video Center. Anything in video? Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. This is an interesting article. This one covers how can daylight savings time affect you? Because we're going to be turning the clocks ahead. I used to hate it when I was working, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and bring this one up from W Channel 18 out of Elmira. Again, no affiliation with this this news agency. My Twin Tears, Channel 18 out of Elmira, New York. And let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Oh, where's the volume? Volume. We don't want the volume. Okay.
A real thing, especially during daylight saving time. 18 News reporter Anthony Cotaspoti has a look at the problems this time change that's coming this Sunday morning can have on all of our bodies.
Okay.
Daylight saving this year is on March 9th, so that means we spring forward an hour from 1:59 a.m. to 3 a.m. So naturally, a lot of people lose out on sleep, but there are other problems that can come about from this as well.
So when we spring forward, there is more car accidents that can happen. Actually, I think there's a 6% raise in fatal accidents that happen with the spring forward. Additionally, there's stress on our heart, so there's increased heart attacks, strokes, as well as dangerous heart rhythms like atrial fibrillation that can happen around this time.
And this is due to being less in sync with our circadian rhythm, which is our body's internal clock that tells us when we're supposed to be awake or tired.
When we spring forward, our cells don't like it as much that we're going on a different time than our bodies are used to physiologically. So we will see less daylight in the morning and more daylight in the evening, and just that subtle effect will put a lot of stress on our bodies.
And there are health risks when we gain an hour of sleep in November as well.
They still see increase in mood disorders, trouble with sleep, and actually increased suicide rates around that time when the clocks change.
Making sure you get well rested by taking a nap or adjusting your sleep schedule to avoid sleep debt is the best way to fight the time changes. In Elmira, Anthony Cotaspoti, 18 News.
Okay. I didn't realize that. That's something new. I'm glad I had that article. Of course, the missus would have reminded me. We turned the clocks ahead. I used to hate that when I was going to work. I always liked it in the fall when we had an extra hour, unless you work third shift. Third shift sucked because you got doctor. It evened out, I guess, but it just but working day shift, getting that spring ahead is like, you lose an hour almost in a sense. So that was a pretty good article there from Channel 18 out of Elmira. Let's see, what else do they got here? Nothing else there. Okay. Let's see. Penny Saver. What do we got on the Penny Saver? Building up community legacy. Okay, what else in the news do they have? Okay, nothing there. KGB. Gene Simmons. Kiss 102. Nothing there. It's basically the same things on the other. Let's go up to Buffalo to 106.5. What do they got for articles? Anything? And nothing going on. And the last one, talking about a fish fry, but No, I think that's it. I think that's all we have as far as articles and alike. So, oh, you know what I got to do? I got to check Lord of the Rings online. I wonder if they've gotten up. That's a game I'm on. I play it. I broadcast it here also. I'll probably be broadcasting, but they're going from a 32-bit to a 64-bit server, and they've been having some issues as far as transferring characters from one server to the other. I have yet to do it. I was able to get on the new server initially to reserve my 3 name characters, but I haven't been able to do anything else because I think there's a lot of time involved in transferring all that data from one server to the other. So that's something I'll be doing this weekend to look at and such. But the game plan for today, I don't know. I got to talk to the missus. Maybe we go for a walk. Our weather. Let's see. What's the weather going to be like for the 10-day? Are we going to get some? We got any? Oh, no projected rain. It's just got some high winds. That's about it. But temperature wise, we should be doing pretty good. So we haven't taken a walk since last week. So I'm not sure what our feelings are. We'll probably just walk around the lower. We won't do the hills on the golf course. We'll just stick with the regular walk. But then again, probably today I'll be moving the computer. I said this weekend, but my weekend's already started. So I'll probably be, after I get wrapped up and I upload the audio to this broadcast, I'll be moving this computer box down at the computer desk where I'm normally at. And this has worked out quite well. I've learned a few things as far as just using bare minimum to do a broadcast. It's become apparent when I do a broadcast. I use more than what I need to use, I guess. So just I have so much stuff there at the computer desk, and we'll see what happens there. What else? Do I have anything on my Twitter page? Yeah, you can see what I'm talking about, what I'm interested in, and stuff like that. You just go over on @FiremanRich on X, and let's see, how many people do we have on X right now? We got one viewer on X, and then on the Facebook. That's it for the Facebook here. Okay, and let's see Okay, so according to I gotta check my settings again because the Twitch Stream Manager is saying it's unstable, but it looks like I'm doing pretty good as far as that goes. So I'm not too worried about that. So, but we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. We've been on for an hour and 44 minutes, so I think that's good. We didn't make it to the 2 hours, but that's the only articles were about the bakery. I'm getting hungry. I want to get some breakfast and get a refresh of the coffee here. I'm almost finished with this. And get our day started here on this Friday. We made it to Friday. Now it's time to enjoy the weekend. And with that, I want to say thank you to those folks. Let's see, starting with Tina. Thank you, Tina, our Jersey girl. Greatly appreciate you being here as far as that goes. Captain Rehab. You are the man. You are the comedian man. Thank you coming in from the city of brotherly love. Glad to have you here, Captain Rehab, and appreciate it. And Jared was here. Coming in on the YouTube side. Thank you, Jared, for being here. Greatly appreciate you. Appreciate you, my friend. And you have a great day as well. As well as you all that are watching right now, you have a good one. The people that are listening on the audio pod, the audio version of this on Spotify for Creators, thank you for your listen. It is greatly appreciated. I'm patting my heart and greatly recognized as far as that goes. So, the people that watch this on the live stream on the replay, thank you very much. It's again, I'm just simply amazed. Especially afterwards, the replays numbers and stuff like that. This is, hey, okay, and they might just be watching a little bit. I know people aren't watching the whole hour, and what are we at, 45 minutes, as far as that goes, and because even myself, I skip through a lot of streams that I watch as that goes. So, but with that, this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. You have a great Friday, and thank God it's Friday. And what is it? And enjoy your weekend. And you can follow me over there on X at Fireman Rich. That's my mainstay for all social media platforms. That's the main one that but I do post on other ones and other platforms. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see the whole host of others. I am on Spotify for creators for the audio side. And, but here I'm on Rumble as at Fireman Rich. And, there's at Fireman Rich, but this is at Fireman Rich Broadcast. That's where this broadcast resides on and stuff like that. So, and at Fireman Rich over on Twitch, I'm Richard M. Roberts on YouTube, and Facebook, it's the real Fireman Rich. So those are the platforms I go to. So you all have a great one. Rich Roberts, again, wishing you all well. Have a great one. Thank you again. And live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and enjoy the rest. Enjoy the day as well as the weekend. Take care. Crap.